I don't know how to refer to hard as the word.
Don't you want to look good naked?
More so trust and willingness to put the work in. Because that's one thing that some people can mistake when they hire a coach. It's like, all right, I'm hiring you, I'm paying you, so you're gonna do the work for me. It doesn't really work like that. I have my own coach, and there are times where I'm just like, damn it. I think that's one thing that a lot of people tend to mistaken or not really understand when they hire a coach, is that the coach is not gonna do the work for you. The coach, or I, am there to guide you, keep you accountable to the different protocols that we implement, help you to see things that maybe you can't see on your own, be that outside set of eyes looking in, help you to make changes along the way, but not every week. That's another mistake people make, is like, oh, I need to be changing my macros or changing my exercise every single week in order to see results. Actually, it's kind of the opposite. You need to implement a plan with someone who knows what they're, looking at. You need to implement a plan that you can be consistent with. Changing things up every week is actually going to probably create worse results because you're not allowing yourself to have that consistency. I'm gonna do my best to help you to see things that you might not be able to see, to make the changes along the way based off of the metrics that we're tracking, the objective data, the nerdy stuff that I like to look at and nerd out on. And I think that's another important piece of the puzzle. I'm not there with you in person. I can't see everything that you put in your mouth every day or everything that you're doing, in your lifting sessions, but I can give you a plan. I can guide you. I can help you to look at the objective side of things, right? And that's where tracking that data comes into play. Tracking those objective metrics can be super helpful so that you're not relying on just, what you're feeling or what you're seeing, because sometimes what you're seeing might not be reality, right? And we all struggle with that, especially when it comes to body composition and, body dysmorphia, especially with women. I mean, I struggle with it all the time. But having that outside set of eyes is really beneficial to be able to get out of your own head, right? And that's why I have my own coach. I've had my own coach for years. From a difficulty perspective of being a client, it really just comes down to, are you ready to put in the work? Are you ready to commit to being consistent with the plan? Are you ready to get outside your comfort zone a little bit? Are you willing to communicate as much as possible? Because if there's no communication, then it all falls apart. I can't read your mind. I can't guess how you're feeling. I'm not with you there every single day, right? I think the last thing would be, for me, I want my clients to ask me questions. I want to teach you what you want to know. I want you to understand the why behind what you're doing. So if I make an adjustment to your nutrition, if I make an adjustment to your macros, or if I suggest something different for your training protocol, I want you to know why I did that, because if you don't know why and you're just doing it, then what's gonna happen later on? Like when we're not working together, right? What's gonna happen when you go off on your own and you're like, oh wow, I was just told all these things to do, and yeah, maybe you got to your result, but then how are you gonna maintain that, right? You need to understand the why behind what you're doing. And so I guess that is kind of the last thing, is just that communication part. Ask questions. If you don't ask questions, you're gonna miss out on a lot. Women, we believe